Hello and welcome back to Two Brunettes in Baltimore.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Tara.
Welcome back for another episode.
We're back, baby! And seriously, it feels like forever for us.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to record.
I know.
It's been so long.
It's been so long.
Anyways, happy Halloween.
Yes! Happy Halloween and happy Halloween weekend to
Look at
everybody
my
who
Halloween
celebrated.
sweatshirt. Anybody that's
Yeah.
watching?
It's so cute. Are you going to wear it tomorrow to work?
I might.
Okay.
See, I'm in the OR tomorrow, so I'm like,
so
I
you,
can't wear it in
really,
the OR. I mean, I can wear it into work. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, that's
for fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
But
give me the updates. I mean, you're sick.
I literally was sick again. I know that was my update last episode.
Yeah. But you're getting better.
But I'm getting better. Work's been good. I'm starting to get more independent. The other day, my preceptor, Carly, who I've like gotten pretty close with, like just because I've literally been with her like every shift. The other day, she was like, "You did like phenomenal today."
Yeah.
She was like, "I literally don't even like I don't have any like." She was like, "You're on the perfect like track of like just where you are," and it made me feel really good. Like
I feel like those little things when like your manager type of people point those little moments of like, hey, you did this really well.
It really like
it makes you like you're doing well.
Yeah.
But when somebody above you says it, it just makes you feel so much better and more confident in yourself. Like, yeah, I actually am doing well. It validates what you're already thinking.
Exactly. And like the other day, like literally like she's my primary preceptor and I've been there for like a little over a month now on L&D, and like she like didn't even go in the room. Like she barely went in the room. Like I was so like independent that day, and I was like, it felt so good. Like I left feeling like that was my patient. Like I did like most of this stuff. Like, I mean, like the actual deliveries are like hard to be independent because it's still like very fresh and it's a lot.
Yeah.
And today was my first day in the OR, so like that's also very new.
Yeah. Wait, so being in the OR means you're doing C-sections?
Yes.
Okay.
So today it was like my first, because like sometimes people get in the OR before their actual scheduled like OR week because case like someone they have ends up having to be like a stat C-section or whatever. But none of our patients we've had in the past month had a C-section. Right. So today, like this week's my OR week, like specifically. Yeah. So today I was there for like the first time, and we had a great like case. Like it was like pretty standard. So it was good to like see the flow of everything. Yeah. But it's a lot. But I feel like I'm going to be one of those people that actually like likes it, because people that are more like not type A, but like it's like more organized. Right. Like you can't predict a vaginal delivery. Like you just can't. Right. Like anything could happen at any point. But with C-sections, it's more like controlled. Out, yeah. Yeah. Like obviously like things happen, but it's a little bit more like controlled. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. That was today. And then like I'm in the OR all week. And
so on a normal shift, like obviously this is like your learning OR week, right? So on a normal shift, could you just be thrown into the OR whenever? Is that what the point of this is?
Pretty much. So like once I'm on my own and I'm like trained, like I can go in. If I'm on L&D, like I could have a patient that's having a C-section, or I could have a patient that's just doing a vaginal. Okay. But also patients that are just delivering like vaginally could become a C-section if they have to for some reason. So you have to like be trained in it. But everybody's like teamwork's really good. Like
that's good.
The teamwork between like anesthesia, like scrub techs, like the surgeon, like nurses, like it's pretty like it's the flow was like it was good to see. Like but I was like, I don't want to touch any. I was like, I do not want to bring a sterile field. Like I was like, I was so nervous about touching, like because it's like it's the OR, like everything is so sterile. But it was good. We focused on like charting today because it's a lot of like charting that the nurse does during it, just getting like the specific times of like not only like when the delivery happens, but like when different incisions happen, counting the instruments, making sure you're putting in the amount of like laps, like gauzes basically, gauzes gauze that you're taking out, like you know, like just like different things like that.
I have a silly question.
What
are the women awake when they're getting a C-section?
Yeah, so they're awake.
Shut up.
Most people are awake because they usually just do either, if it's going to be, I learned this today, if it's going to be quick, like if they know it's like not complicated, they could just do like a spinal for pain relief. So it's just like a spinal. But then a lot of people will get an like combined epidural and spinal. The only reason someone would go under like general anesthesia is if they like refused an epidural in labor or something, and then they need a C-section, and there's the only way to have them be numb is putting them under real fast. Like most people are awake and they're just behind like a curtain. They can't see it.
Yeah.
And then like,
I was thinking that I was like, I would actually be flipping out.
And then the partner
I would pass
is like
out from it.
no, you would.
Yeah.
And then the partner is like sitting behind the curtain with them because they can have one person in the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can have someone like
God.
that.
I can't imagine this.
But it was good. Like we did like literally the nurses do so much, and then there's like a baby nurse who takes over like all the care of the baby, and like we did the like prep for the patient and put in her catheter and like get her to the bed, and then you have to get the baby on the monitor, and then it's just like a lot of like stuff. You have to get like cord blood from the cord after, and like gases to be sent from the cord, and if you're sending the placenta, you have to get the placenta. Like it's like a lot. And like the baby, like if the baby, well, NICU always comes to delivery when it's a C-section, because like most babies in C-sections need help like transitioning, because it's not like a regular delivery, like, and it's like their first breath, like they just need help sometimes like transitioning. So there's always NICU there just in case. But our baby was good. Like it was a baby boy today. Yeah, it was good. And then we did the recovery, and it was a great experience.
That's
good.
And,
like I'm trying, like, because most people are like, oh, like your OR week like is so overwhelming. Like that's what everyone's been telling me.
But it's 1 of 5 right now. So you have 4 more to do.
I'm trying not to be like, I mean, obviously like it takes time. Yeah. Like Carly was like, we're going over like charting today. And like helping the nurse do like the catheter and stuff. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll like build off of that. And she was like, and I'll have you like actually chart. Like I was more watching her chart today. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll chart, and then Wednesday we'll do the baby stuff and like do the more of the physical stuff, less of the charting. And the other nurse will do, like, she's really good about like separating it for me. And well, my assistant manager, she was walking out with me today actually, and she was like, oh, like, how's it been going? How's orientation? She's like, who's your preceptor again? And I was like telling her, and she's like, oh yeah, she's great. And I was like, yeah, she is. And I was just like giving her feedback about like orientation. Like I was like, everyone's been nice. I literally have nothing bad to say. Like
that's amazing.
My preceptor, the way she teaches, my like learning, how I learn, it's like clicks. Like because some people it's not gonna click, right? Like, but it really just like it works. And I was telling my assistant nurse manager, and then she was like, oh, well, I've only heard great things about you. And I was like, oh,
you're like amazing. You're like, yes, tell me more.
It just makes you feel like validated, because it's all so stressful, and it's a big, just like, it's been a lot. Yeah. It's a lot of learning. It's like, it's pretty like, you know, mentally exhausting some days. But
and I feel like they were so ready to take you on that you want to be able to show them that you're what. And I also, I'm very passionate about it. Like I'm not like, that's why I feel like I like have been like just taking it all in well, because I'm like, I actually really want to be doing this. So it was like really nice to hear. I don't know. It's been good. Just so much work. Oh, I got my nose pierced. Oh, yes. She did.
Again. So I had my nose pierced for 6 months in college, and then it closed because this was before COVID, before masks, and I had to take my piercings out for like a lab. But if it was COVID, the mask could have covered it. Oh, but we didn't have masks yet. Like I had my nose piercing for like 6 months, and I had to take it out for like an hour lab. It wasn't even clinical. And I was like, I'll be able to get it back in. No. Nose piercings close like this, especially if it's only been 6 months. Like I could not get that thing back in for the life of me. And that was like that closed like fall of like 2019. So it's been like 4 years. And I literally was like, I'm going to get it, because I've been wanting it like for a while. So I did go to do that. And it was good.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's good.
It doesn't hurt. It just makes your eyes like water.
Yes, that's what you were telling me. And I was like, I feel like it would be really painful just because like the location, you'd expect it to hurt.
I mean, it is like I like when she did it, but
does it make you sneeze?
No. Oh. It didn't make me sneeze. Yeah. But then I got sick again, and I was like, bruh, like, I literally have, like, a new... Yeah. But it was...
What, is it, like, tender or, like...
Not anymore. Okay, it was tender, like, the first, like, week. I, like, try not to touch it because it's still healing, but, like, I can move my nose. I don't even feel it. Yeah. But, like, the first few days, like, it's very tender. Yeah. And it's, like, swollen the first few days a little bit, like, on the inside. Yeah. But, no, it was fun. I was like...
Did you go with anyone or did you just go
No, because... Well, I was like, okay, like, I would usually, like to go with someone. Yeah. Grace was... I think she was working. You were home. And I was like, I don't want to wait. Like, I was like, I'm just going to go. I literally went by myself. But I was fine.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, spur of the moment, little...
Yeah. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you earlier. So... At work the other day, I was in class. It was like a whole class of like my whole, like this whole group that started around the time that I started, like 5 other girls and then the instructor. And we were going around saying fun facts. And I said that I have a podcast.
Oh. And wait, was that the day that I texted you?
Wait, what? That we were getting like subscribers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is so funny.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like I could say dance and be boring, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna say the pod, and I was like, so I have a podcast with one of my best friends, and they were like, what?
That
and
is
the one
so
girl was like,
funny.
And the instructor was like, what is it about? And then they were like asking all these questions. When did you start? Like, yeah. So then I'm like showing them pictures of the sign and like,
oh my gosh,
and they all were like subscribing now, like, and then the one girl I had class, like I think it was the next day we had class again. And the one girl was like, oh, by the way, like I listened to your podcast last night. And I was like, that's so nice.
I love when people tell me that
I felt listen, so like supported.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it was really nice. And she was like, I was like, which episode? She was like, oh, like I'm just gonna listen to them all. Like it was the first episode.
I was like, oh no, that's our fear.
I said, well,
we've come a long way.
I said we actually just listened to the first episode recently because this was like days after we did, and I was like, and we were like, oh my god,
what was that?
We were so like awkward.
Yeah, just like timid, shy, not used to being in front of a camera talking to a mic.
But no, it was fun. To,
wait, you know what I realized is we were getting to know each other on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So we were so like
very like
mellow.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to speak. Whatever. I don't know. It was funny.
No, but like that was the day because then Tara texted me and she was like, we're getting all these subscribers. Like, I'm like, oh.
No, literally I was on my way to work and I was on the phone and my friend was like, yeah, how many subscribers do you have right now? I'm like, oh, I don't know, like 116. And then it's like 3:00 and I went on the podcast, YouTube to look at something again. I was like, why are we at 124? I was like, how did this happen?
No, literally, actually, because there was like 5 girls and then the instructor, that was 6 people. So it probably was, I don't know if like everybody subscribed, but.
That's so funny.
But it's like, I think I brought it up, the pod, like to somebody else recently too. Like another couple people. Yeah. And like people from work have been seeing it more like on my Instagram. But it's like
people from my work see it too.
Really?
But they're all men and they're like, what is this? I'm like, get away.
Like,
sure. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
This is for girls. Oh,
yeah. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's a good fun fact.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I never, you know, those times where you just don't have
oh,
one?
Yeah, I go skiing.
Yeah. Well, now you can say you have a podcast.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Fun.
Yeah. And different.
Always like, I dance. Like, that's so boring. Or like. Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, do you know how to dance? Like, show us a dance move.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway. Yes. So what was your update?
Okay. Let's see. I went home.
It's been so long.
Yeah. I went home and then, right, because after we recorded the last one, I was like, okay, I'm leaving now.
That's the last time we saw each other.
Yep. So I go home and I spent the weekend with the family. My mom's sister came. My younger brother, I picked him up from school. And we just had a little weekend. It was a fall weekend. We did pumpkin carving. Oh, my mom surprised me with a new lunchbox for work.
Oh,
it's really cute. A lot cuter than my old one. So I'm excited to use that.
Yay.
And then
we carved our pumpkins. I took my mom for a nice little drive. I don't know. It was a really good weekend overall. So we cooked and everything. I learned how to make ghormeh sabzi, which is a Persian stew.
Oh.
It's lamb meat and then a bunch of like herbs and greens. So good. Honestly, way easier than I would have ever expected it to be.
Oh, nice.
So that was really fun. And yeah, I just like cooked with my mom. We had a good time all together.
So fun.
And then, also, this is obviously in Princeton, but they have in Palmer Square on Sundays music.
Oh, yes. I saw your story or something.
It was really, really cute. Honestly, I used the Gilmore Girls sound that you used for our fall one, but it literally gave Gilmore Girl vibes that day.
Yeah.
And then my dad and I went on a little like hike walk to this swinging bridge right in Princeton, which was super fun. And then let's come back to Baltimore. And I had a firm meeting this week. Mm-hmm. So we went up into Owings Mills at the Marriott, and it was all of us there. It was really great. They had a guest speaker talking about how generative AI can help you in accounting.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of fascinating because the speaker was very interactive, like having us raise our hands and talk a little bit and everything. It was interesting to see how many people didn't know what ChatGPT was.
What is that?
What? No!
What is that?
It's basically...
Is this like some accounting thing?
No,
it's like an AI thing.
Yeah, it's
what
like
is it?
AI, ChatGPT.
I don't know what
You've
that is.
definitely heard of this.
GPT.
And there's just like different
I have no
softwares,
idea.
but it basically they kind of describe it as like an answer machine. You know how Google's like a question type of thing software. It gives you answers, so you can give it a prompt and say, I have peppers, sausage, and broccoli. Mm-hmm. What can I make for dinner tonight?
Oh.
And it'll give you a bunch of answers. Or another thing is, I used this once. I had a text that I had to reply to. Mm-hmm. And I said, somebody sent me this text. How should I reply to it?
Oh my God.
It was a long message. I didn't know what to say. Because honestly, I was like, I really couldn't care to really reply, which sounds bad, but I was like, I need to have a good response to this.
Yeah.
And he came up with a really great answer. And then I don't know, there's all different ways you can use it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of people have been like using it to help them write their essays in college and stuff.
I have never heard of this.
Yes. Oh my God, you'll have to go on and play around with it when you have some free time.
Yeah.
But it's a really great tool. And it's one of those things that you're going to have to start learning how to like build it into your life. Yeah. Instead of being like, no, we can't use this. Yeah. So it was interesting to hear. And then each of the department leaders talked about like the revenues and budget and where we stand and all of that. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, get excited for the firm trip. So the firm trip is next week.
What?
Next week.
Already?
Insane.
Oh my God.
And I picked out a little outfit.
Wait, so what days are you going?
So it's Thursday to Sunday.
Oh my God.
We're going to Margaritaville in Mexico, which will be really fun because it's an all-inclusive. I'm bringing Kateri as my +1 because I didn't want to go alone.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I know KG just because, like, and I've known him for a year now, so it kind of makes it easier. And I know Maddie. Yeah.
Right.
But it's also just kind of nice to, like, have somebody to fall back on. And
yeah.
Or not, like, fall back
and
on,
if you're
but,
allowed
just
to take someone.
Why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, her schedule kind of aligned to take a break at that time.
That's so
She needs a break from work, too, so I hope she enjoys it.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm. And then...
That's so soon.
I was picking out my outfits. I'm starting to get them all together. It's been kind of complex because you want to like, it's like resort attire.
Yeah.
But you're with your entire company.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're like,
so I don't like,
but you also want to look cute.
Yeah.
And I'm 23, so I want to be like sexy.
Right.
Well, like, you know, not too much. You know me. I'm not too showy. But like, I wanted to stay like elegant and classy and sexy. That's like that's my look. That's who I am.
Yeah.
So I picked out a dress from La Mesa, the place in Fells.
Oh yeah.
I went back and got it this week. The gentleman, the store owner, is so nice.
Did you get what we saw there?
The dress.
Okay.
And then I also got a skirt, which I'll have to show you later. It's beautiful. I'm not going to bring the skirt. It's a little too much.
Okay.
But I would definitely wear that on like a girls trip or a vacation.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm so excited for that. And then I picked out a couple other things and kind of like rampaged my closet.
So soon.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wow.
So it'll be a good time. And then, yeah, I don't know. The firm.
Oh my God, you're gonna come back tan.
Well, I hope not burnt.
I mean.
Okay. Well, also this week in Baltimore was 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Poor girl was working sick. But I think you had off a day or you were home. And I was like, I was gonna text you like, try and get outside today a little. But I was like, you're probably just
I literally was like in the dark. Like my head was hurting so bad. I was like, just. No, but it was nice.
So nice. Perfect for Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
So you could wear your outfits. Yeah.
I'm so sad.
I know.
I had to miss Alex's
honestly,
birthday.
Yeah.
It was a mess because I literally, and that was when I started feeling like, because it was like days before, and I texted her and I was like, I'm like starting to feel sick, just to let you know, but like I'm still gonna try and go. And then I was like gonna try and just go Saturday, and then it was just so bad.
Yeah.
And I was like,
can't do it.
Thinking of like being in a bar and like drinking and loud, like I couldn't even have the light on in my room. Like my head was hurting so bad.
Yeah. It's good though.
I'll save my costumes for next year.
I know you have good cute ones. But yeah, it was a beautiful day in the city this weekend.
I wonder if the UV was high.
Oh, that's what I was going to get at. I went on a walk and then I went to go pick up this dress. And from my walk from here to Fells and Canton and everything, like I got a tan and I'm trying this dress on, I was trying a shirt on in there and I was like, I already have a racer back tan line. I was like, this is disgusting. I was like, oh man. At least I'm going to get a tan, I guess, in Mexico. And I have a little bit of sun in me. Yeah. But I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway.
That's so fun. I can't believe it already like came up so quickly.
I know. It really did.
That's next week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's coming soon. I can't wait to tell the pod about it.
I know.
Because I think it'll be interesting. I don't know if anybody else has like firm trips or like outings, things like that. How you should act on a trip.
Yeah.
Who to be, who not
and
to
like,
be.
What
and what's
bathing
the dynamic.
suits are you bringing?
I am going to bring a one piece, but otherwise I'm bringing bikinis. I feel like it'll be fine. I did ask people who went last year and they were like, yeah, you'll be fine in a bikini.
Okay.
And my bikinis aren't too showy in the butt.
Yeah.
So there's some coverage there. Like I don't have to worry about that.
Oh my God. So, is it like an all-inclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. I'm excited.
God.
Can't wait to update the pod.
Yes.
So
how many people are going?
I think they save spots for like 300.
I
find a little more than 300 people.
Oh my God.
And then you can bring a +1.
I find this like crazy because I literally like coming from like nursing, like it's not like, but I didn't even know like places do trips like that, like businesses or whatever. And I was like, when you told me about it originally, I guess with your old job kind of did something similar, but I was like, that's so cool because you're getting to
there's a lot of outings.
And like you get to like bond with your coworkers in a different way, like you're not working,
right?
I mean, unless you are going to be working there, but
so it'll be exciting and good and fun,
and that's like nice. You can get a tan before like the winter
I
comes.
know get a little bit of sun.
So
I'm excited. I'm gonna update you guys and let you know how it goes. It won't be for a couple more weeks you hear the updates, but it'll be good.
Wow.
Well, so, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So where do we begin?
I think we go from childhood to high school to college. To post-grad.
Yes.
Because I feel like college and post-grad are kind of similar, but a little different.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, what were your memes from growing up?
Oh my God, I feel like I have so many. I mean, just the main thing that comes to mind is like decorating for Halloween.
Oh yeah, I totally
yeah, just like all the, because like I feel like as I got older we didn't like decorate as much because I also am the youngest, so it's not like
I feel like things kind of like sprinkle out a little bit once
and like Evan's like 6 years older, so it's not like he was still like into all of it. I mean he was, but No, like we had like this like little Dracula we'd put outside, and like
that's fun.
Just all the like little decorations. Like I feel like we used to just go like crazy for Halloween, and it was always so fun. And I personally like love I love like spooky season, and like I find it fun. So I feel like that comes to mind a lot. And then just like plain old trick-or-treating with like your like friends when you're younger. And I was thinking about this like a couple days ago. So like it was like Alex and like my other friend Casey. It was like the three of us in kindergarten and like in elementary school, and we would always go trick-or-treating because we all lived in like literally within like 2 minutes of each other. And we would all like meet up with all of our parents, and then we'd like go around all the neighborhoods.
That's so fun.
And then we would all bring like the pillowcases. I don't know if you did the pillowcases. And then we would go to Casey's house, and we would like lay it all out, and then we'd all trade of like which candies we liked.
Was the best. Yeah.
It was always fun because like there was always someone that like didn't like something, and you're like, oh, I like that or whatever. Oh my god. And then we would like bring like my friend Casey growing up had like a bunch of dogs, and
oh my gosh,
we would like bring her dogs dressed up, and Evan would go like with his friends, like especially when he was like younger, like on the younger side. But no, I literally only have like great memories of Halloween and like handing out candy, like even especially when you got older. But it was always so fun.
So funny because as soon as we got older, Zoe and I would go trick or treating. Like in high school, Zoe and I would hit the streets.
Didn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and we would dress up like I always had this one like Minnie Mouse costume.
That's so funny.
Or we had those like winter hats with like the little braids coming down at the bottom. I had a frog one. I think she had a cow one. Like we would always dress up a little bit and go out during like in high school, which is fun.
I don't think I went trick-or-treating in high school at all. Yeah. But definitely middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's like me and Zoe. We would always just like
actually I think I might have gone trick-or-treating like freshman year of high school or something.
Yeah. Just, I mean, like, why not? It's so fun.
It is fun.
Especially if Halloween landed on like a weekday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the Halloween parties were on.
Right. Oh, you know what another fun thing was? My elementary school did like the Halloween parade.
Oh yeah.
And that was always so fun. Yeah. Like everybody's families would come.
Yeah.
And then it'd be on the blacktop, like in the back of the elementary school, and like it'd literally be a parade, and like everyone would be like dressed up. And yeah,
I remember that.
And like dressing up for school was always so fun.
That was so fun. I remember I used to go trick-or-treating with Robbie and his friends. So 3 years older, it'd just be me and a bunch of boys. Because there was one neighborhood that a lot of people would go to and just like meet their friends out there. It was like nobody would be in my neighborhood, but it was huge.
What the heck?
And so we would go all around the neighborhood. There were a couple of years that the dads all came and they did they put together like a hayride, so they would pick us up and drop us off on other sides of the neighborhoods whenever we like already passed through the houses, and they like decorated it with like Halloween orange lights and everything. It was a lot of fun. But I remember actually, like, you know how it would always get freezing in New Jersey?
Yeah,
like it'd be snowing some years.
Yeah. Which is crazy now because of global warming. It's literally like hot.
Literally. But I remember being like, there's this one of Robbie's friends is just actually comical. He's hysterical. And he made a joke. Somebody had like they left out the bowl of candy. And somebody took all of the candy before we got there. And he made a fit. He goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe those trick-or-treaters took it before us. And I was cracking up. I almost peed my pants. Like, I'll never forget this memory. And I really think I was in an Angry Birds costume that year. Like, I was dying laughing.
That's so funny.
I don't know why, but like that memory gets me.
Oh my God.
And then there was this one house that would give out, or there was one house that was like a farm that wasn't in our neighborhood, but one of the houses with a long driveway backed up to it. Like the farm backed up to it. So we snuck through the woods and we went to that house, and they were like, oh, like we typically don't get trick-or-treaters. Like, I'll give you, they had a little bit of candy. They were like, come back next year, we'll have the king size bars.
Did they actually?
No, we came back and nobody answered the door the next year. I was like, empty promises.
They were like, come back next year. Psych.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like as a child, it's always so fun because, like, I don't know, your parents are kind of making you excited. I remember I would help my mom, like, set up the platter of candy because she did the big size candy bars. Yeah. And so we would, like, have a platter of it. And, I don't know, I remember, like, everything placed in that house and, like, what was in each spot of decorations and everything.
Just so fun.
Nostalgia.
Yes. Oh my God. Now, like, thinking about it,
I'm like, this was so sweet.
It was.
It makes me excited to have a kid and do it for them.
I know. Like, oh my God. And, like, we were talking about that with Celine, and, like, obviously, like, she's a baby right now, but no, like, and there was this one house, like, near, like, in my neighborhood that they would, like, go ham. Like, like, they would, it was, like, a whole, like, haunted, like, they, like, had a whole kind of, like, haunted house situation. And we would always go, even though it was, like, scary. Yeah. And, like, I don't know. There's so many memories. And, like, your parents would, like, stand at the driveway, at the end of the driveway that you'd go up. Yeah. And you'd be like, trick or treat. Yeah. No, I don't know. There was this weird thing that would happen, like, all the time. Not all the time. This probably happened, like, a few times. I feel like my family has said that it happened, like, a couple times or a few times, but I only remember, like, one time. Yeah. I don't know if I'm clumsy or what, but there was this one Halloween that I was, like, running down the street and I had, like, tights. I don't know if it was my, like, Princess Jasmine costume or something, but I had, like, tan tights. I fell. I ripped, like, a hole. It was, like, a hole, like, literally this big in my knee, and it was all bleeding.
Oh my God.
And I remember Evan carried me home.
Aww.
And but then I don't know if I'm making this up, but I think something like that, like, I fell other times. Or, I don't know if I'm just thinking that because Evan, like, was always clumsy and would sprain his ankle and things, but
that's so funny because you're, like, at that age, like, what do you do?
I remember cry and I like, definitely cried home. Yeah. And then I remember on one Halloween my parents told us, so we had this, like, this is, like, so random, but we had this Disney trip planned for, like, that fall, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
And did my mom talk about this? And my mom and dad were like, so we have to tell you something. And I'm pretty sure this was on Halloween, unless I'm, like, mixing up memories. But for some reason, I picture it on Halloween. Yeah. Or, like, I was in a costume or something. But they were like, so Evan has to get his appendix taken out, so we're not going to Disney anymore. Because it was, like, literally... I think it was, like, we were supposed to go to Disney, like, right after Halloween or something. Yeah. And then his appendix, like, he had to get his appendix out. But then we ended up going to Disney, like, in, like, the spring. So it was, like, fine. But I remember, like...
You're, like, so disappointed.
I think because I was young, and I think I either, like, cried or I wanted to cry. And I'm like, my brother literally had to have surgery.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're like, I wanted to go to
Disney. Because I had never been to Disney before. So
you're probably all excited.
Yeah, I think they took Evan when he was, like, really little before I was born, but then it was, like, my first time. But no, that's just, like, a funny memory I have.
Disney does Halloween really well. We did it one year and we went trick-or-treating. We went to, like, Mickey's house and everything. God. And then literally the next day was Christmas. All Christmas decorations.
Well, like, once November hits, which like this week, I bet there's gonna be, like, Christmas stuff everywhere, which is crazy.
I saw on my street they started putting up Christmas lights. Like, I saw them setting it up today. They didn't turn it on yet, but I saw them setting it up.
That's crazy.
I was like, what is going on?
Like, I'm, like, not mad about it, but I'm also like, it's a little early.
Let's wait a second. Let's wait a second. Yeah.
Let's wait.
But no, I feel like just being a kid and it being Halloween is so fun.
No, like, it just really was.
And then you reach, like, middle school and high school and it changes.
Yes. So, like, especially high school, I feel like. Also, what was fun always growing up was, like, at dance, they would always do, like, the Halloween parties and stuff. That was always fun, dressing up.
I saw my dance studio this year did a trunk or treat.
Oh,
and
that's
all the girls
fun.
Got dressed up and everything. But yeah, I don't know. In high school, I remember going, like, we did a couple parties, which was fun. We would get dressed up. But, like, my favorite part was, like, middle school and, like, early high school was doing the haunted trails.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, who's protecting me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, you go with your group of guy friends. As well. And you're, like, kind of like.
No, literally. Because it was, like, not senior. high school, during all of high school, when we had like this huge group of friends and like guy friends, and we would go to Field of Terror. It was like in East Brunswick or something, and it would always go with like our guy friends or whatever. And it was always like fun because you're like, I'm like, they're probably scared too.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like, what?
Literally.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Because you're just like, it's just at that age.
Yeah.
It's that age where you're like, oh, you know, I kind of like this person.
Yeah.
But like, you don't actually.
Right.
But you're like, oh, they're protecting me.
Yeah.
Like, no, BS.
I feel like, I forget. Oh, so freshman year of high school, I think we might have gone trick-or-treating. I remember I did like with my 2 friends from dance. Well, Alex was one of them. We did thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
And then sophomore year is when like the first year that Alex and I started like trying to be like cute, but we weren't like sexy. Like we wore like we were an angel and devil.
Okay.
Like she had like, we thought we were so cute. Like we had like the you know, the halo and then the devil horns or whatever. But then she had like a red flannel on, and I had like a white like blouse. Like,
oh my god!
I thought it was like cute. Yeah, but it really.
Wait, that's so funny because Zoe and I have this is an iconic night in Zoe and I's friendship. But freshman year of high school, I think, was our first Halloween party. Mm-hmm. And we go, and it wasn't with. At this point, we're at 2 different high schools, but it wasn't with either like her high school and my high school. It was with our dance, one of like our dance friends, that high school.
Okay. And
honestly, like, for so many people, this night is still talked about. Like, anytime someone is brought up, anytime my name is brought up, oh, T-Money on that night. Like, and keep in mind, we're all sober. Like, we did not drink at this party.
Yeah.
But Zoe and I dress up as Mario and Luigi. We're literally in spandex, like, little booty shorts.
No.
And I think I was Luigi. We cropped T-shirts that were plain, like, T-shirts. Green and red, and then we wore bandanas, green and red, accordingly.
That's so classic.
But that night, man, that like goes down in history for some memories.
No, like, I think the first year, like, we tried to dress like sexy, quote unquote, like, not really. Was junior year. It was like our whole group of girlfriends. It was like maybe like 7 or 8 of us in our friend group, and we dressed as frat boys.
That's so funny.
We all wore,
because you wear like the little shorts.
Yeah, we wore spandex. Yeah, and then we wore like bras, and then it was like just like we like opened up the like button down shirt, and then we wore like backwards
that was
hats. It was actually cute. Like all of us like lined up. We like took a picture. But no, and then senior year was like another party. This was like when we actually were like starting to like party or whatever.
Yeah, party. Like high school party. Yeah.
But like that one I feel like was iconic. Like I don't know, I just like remember that party, and I was a Greek goddess. But my costume like honestly slayed senior year of high school. It really did. That.
I need to see pictures. But actually, I think I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, you probably did. No, I was pretty proud of that costume, to be honest.
Greek goddess is a really good one.
No, it is. And like from Amazon, things are so easy. There was this like gold bra. I feel like everybody's like seen this bra, but it was really cute.
That's good.
No, but then you get to college and it's like Halloween weekend.
Yeah. So it becomes an entire Halloween weekend.
Yeah, like it goes from like one night of going out in high school to your friend's house or whatever to like a Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
I think freshman year, Grace and I matched every costume.
Oh my gosh.
And so freshman year I think the first night we were like teachers together. Then we were cops. Then we were angel devil. We did that one.
Yeah.
I think we had 3 costumes together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I saw a TikTok this year, and it was like, here's how to do Halloween weekend in college. Mm-hmm. The week before, by Wednesday, you need to have all of your work done for the entire following week in order to be successful on Halloween weekend, because it's literally a marathon.
No, and I don't know how we did it, because I don't think I could freaking do a whole Halloween weekend. No. Like, and
especially if like Halloween like this year falls on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's all weekend. And
it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Tuesday. It's a lot.
No,
I don't know how people do it, but it brings memories. It's fun.
It does.
It's one of those things that you're only gonna really do it in college,
right? I do miss it. Like, and it's also, I feel like it's different because like freshman year, sophomore year, whatever, like you're going to frat parties and it's like fun like that. But it's like, I mean, people still dress up to go to the bars when you're like older in college, but I feel like it was like different. I mean, I still went to like a Halloween party senior year, but
for us, we didn't have house parties.
That's so weird.
We would do Halloween rally at Power Plant on Thursday nights, and then go out on Friday, Saturday.
That's crazy.
Whatever the deal was. Fed.
Classic.
But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things.
Also, you need to have your costumes way ahead of time because like even for like me trying to go out for Alex's birthday, but then I got deadly sick. I literally was like ordering ahead of time, but things were still saying it was going to take forever from Amazon. It was like Prime.
Yeah.
But like,
and everybody's ordering. Yeah. You had good ones. Wait, tell them what your ideas were for this year.
So sadly, I didn't get to do it, but I was going to do Queen of Hearts. I saw that one on TikTok. It was really cute. I was going to do like
Queen
a
of
red.
Hearts was cute. A lot of people were that. Like I saw on TikTok only, but yeah.
I was going to do like a red. I had a red corset and then like a black mini skirt and like high black boots, and then I had like heart earrings and a choker and then like a crown and everything. It was cute, and like red lipstick or whatever. And then I was gonna do just Catwoman because like my other one, it was kind of last minute and I was trying to figure it out and it was so basic, but I was like, whatever, it's fun.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Catwoman's good though.
Yeah,
like a long black jumpsuit.
Yeah,
like tight. It's
like
cute,
latex.
Sexy,
Yeah.
Those were good ideas, but
why didn't you dress up this weekend?
Yeah, so like post grad, I was like, post grad's different though for Halloween.
Yeah,
like, I noticed. So I went out Friday night and I didn't dress up. I was like, it was after the firm meeting. I went out with Maddie, and we were like, let's just go have dinner and like go out.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, thank goodness, because we were in Fells and like nobody was dressed up. I knew it was gonna be like that. Yeah. Like only a few people were,
like,
but I knew people would be out and fed dressed up. So we were like, all right, let's just leave it as is. Like, literally a handful of people were dressed up. And then Saturday, it was beautiful, like 80 degrees. And I go for a walk, and I'm like on a 2-hour walk at this point. I literally go all the way to Canton, like to Bayside and back.
Oh my God.
And then I see everybody in Fells for the bar crawl, which I did the last few years, and it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of people.
It's in Fells?
Yeah. Okay. The Fells bar crawl is on Saturday, like in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh, like what a good year, because like my costumes are literally my old dance costumes.
Yeah.
And like I'm not creative. Number one.
Yes, you are.
I have this, well, not with the costumes. I could be if I really wanted to be, but like Halloween's not my thing.
Yeah.
So like I just take the easy route. So I have the prisoner dance costume, and it's all bedazzled already because they had to have it bedazzled. No one else other than my dance friends are going to be having it.
Right.
So it's literally something from Party City that they bedazzled up. So I've seen girls in the same outfit, but I'm in my Swarovski crystal like bedazzled costume. And it's really cute. And then I also have like the classic flamingo, which was a dance that we did to Locomotion, but it has feathers on the butt. I love that these are your dance costumes. It's a leotard, and it like comes down. So like there's a little cleavage, like it's cute, but it can literally make you look like a little girl, like in a leotard, and it has feathers on the butt. Yeah. So I bought flamingo glasses from Amazon like freshman year.
Oh my God.
And that has been those have been my two go-tos. And then there was another jumpsuit from a tap dance, and it's that's like so funny. I don't know, like go-go girl kind of vibe. Okay. So those are all fun. But I saw all these people in Fells, and I was like, holy moly, like what? There's just way too many people. Oh, seriously? And it was so hot. I was like, I just can't imagine drinking right now in the heat.
No, and then like so crowded too.
Yes, and so crowded. And at that point, people were already like pretty hammered.
Oh
and I was
God.
like,
what were people's costumes like?
Oh my God, it was so fun seeing it. There were there was a couple that was like Scooby and Shaggy and Velma, like a whole group of people. I don't know. There were so many good ones. I forget what they were. Chef's Kiss.
Oh my god. And these are all like so adults, creative ones, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
oh yeah, they're all adults.
Like what? Like were they all like our age?
Like our age or older?
Yeah.
Like much older too. There were some really creative ones though.
Were they all like slutty?
No,
or no?
Like that is a thing though, because like I feel as a girl, you're like,
well, I know,
you're either
like
the slutty Halloween costume
if,
girl,
like post grad, like if people are like so
out there.
Yeah,
I think there's like a mix.
Yeah.
There's some that are just like,
excuse my language.
No, but it's true. It's like the slutty
in a good way
costume,
in a good way,
or like the goofy Halloween costume.
Yeah.
But I feel like I noticed. Yeah, obviously some girls are like going all for it, and some are going for the goofy. And then there were some in between that were like dresses, like the Princess Diana, or no, what is it?
Yeah.
Or Breakfast at Tiffany's, Princess Diana, like those types of vibes. So it's like kind of that in between of like still like showy, but not like lace out everything, you know?
Right.
But yeah, there's like definitely a good mix. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, I don't think I'm making it.
Yeah.
And I was like pretty tired from the night before. I went to dinner. I took a nap. I went to dinner and I was hoping that would revive me. But I literally sat at dinner and I was like chugging water. Oh you know how they bring out the bottles, like the big bottles to refill your water? I had them fill it up twice. I was like, and I came back, I napped. And Maddie was like, it's okay here. I heard Fed was a lot better at, like at nighttime. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to stay in.
Yeah.
Which
sometimes
I'm glad I did.
It's just not
the
vibe.
Yeah. Also, like Halloween is not my thing. Like, I can be asked to go out and I'll go. But I was just like,
it's not like you're like,
So I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking maybe next year I'll go as like my final hurrah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because it's like, how many years
are you gonna like be dressing up? But I don't know. There's people out there like dressing up post-grad.
And I'm like,
I feel like if I was invited to a Halloween party, I would do it for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember last year I was like, there's just so many lines, like.
Yeah.
And it was cold last year, so that really turned me away from it. But I was like, it's so nice. Like maybe I should go. And then I was like,
are people gonna go out tomorrow?
I don't know. Probably not, honestly. Yeah. I think they got it all out of their system.
I feel like people won't. Yeah. I feel like in college people would, like on a Tuesday, but like just in the city, like
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure places will have like specials and whatnot, but not really. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a little bit different. Obviously for us, we didn't go out post-grad.
Yeah.
I think it kind of fizzles a little bit.
It does.
You don't go out as many nights in a row.
I was trying to think if I went out last year, but I was actually working last year, so I didn't go out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. It fizzles a little bit. And then I kind of like turned to like I don't know. It's just like, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I just can't keep up.
Yeah. No, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, like the different stages of Halloween.
It is.
Like talking about it right now, I'm like, oh my God.
And then imagine us in like 5 to 10 years. It'll be a whole different, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're dressing up Celine as.
Oh yeah. Are
they want to put her in something. She can't trick or treat because she's a baby, but
oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Wait, also this is kind of like off topic, but more from childhood. I saw people have been doing the Switch Witch.
What's that?
So their kids will go trick-or-treating. So I guess this kind of has to do with like in 10 years or something like that. Kids will go trick-or-treating and they get to pick out a few pieces of candy and then they stick their little bucket of candy in like on their front porch, and the Switch Witch comes overnight and brings them like a toy.
What?
Yeah. How creative is that?
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a good idea because I don't know, like a lot of kids just go crazy with the candy, but
for sure.
Yeah, I remember my mom would be like, "All right, we're donating this." She'd be like, "After a week, it's going to the donation."
I know. It was always so excessive.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Have you seen those TikToks where the parents tell their kids they ate all their Halloween candy?
No.
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's been a trend for like years. Like, and the kids, like some of them like start crying.
Oh, that's so
like the parents will be like, "I'm sorry, I was just so hungry."
Oh,
but then some of them are so nice. They're like, "It's okay. Like you were hungry." Like, yeah, it's so funny.
It really tests your child's character.
Yeah, it does.
That's funny.
It does.
Yeah. But anyway, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Had a fun Halloween and had a safe Halloween. I feel like Halloween can be one of those holidays where it's one or the other, but
our first episode not on a Sunday.
I know, right?
But I hope you guys have a good Halloween and enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube or listen on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And stay positive and have a great week.
Cheers. Bye.